graders, welcome to day 2 of comparing and contrasting. As we learned in yesterday's lesson, we learned that comparing means talking about how two things are similar or the same, and contrasting is when we talk about how things are different. Uh, some ways we can do that. Obviously, we can do it with pictures, we can do it with the text, and one thing that can also help us is what are called signal words. Compare signal words are like both, all, also, most, and to, TOO. Some contrast signal words are than, THAN, while, on the other hand, and but. So, for today's lesson, we are going to be reading a passage called Mammals of the Sea. And this is a nonfiction passage so that we will want to be comparing and contrasting the different animals. Before I get started, of course, I want to look over everything. The title is Mammals of the Sea. And then they give a couple of pictures right here. Looks like a seal or sea lion, and we will be reading about them. There they have the boxes here as well for comparisons, ways that they're similar, and then contrast is ways that they're different. One more thing to remind you of before I read this to you, and then we go over look for the comparisons and contrasts, is that when you give the contrast information, make sure you give characteristics of the two things that you are contrasting. And I'll re-explain that again once we do that. Okay? So let's get started. Mammals of the sea. The sea is full of many kinds of mammals. Some of these mammals are pinnipeds or fin-footed marine mammals. You may know these animals as seals and sea lions. There are more than 30 kinds of seals and sea lions. Most seals and sea lions are graceful in the water, but they behave differently on land. So most, that's one of our compare words, and but is one of our contrast words. So I want to pay close attention to what I'm going to be reading now. To move on land, seals have to wriggle along on their bellies. This is because seals have 4 short clawed flippers. Sea lions, on the other hand, there's another one of our key signal words for contrasting. Sea lions, on the other hand, can waddle quickly on land because their front flippers are longer and toe-shaped. Both seals, the word both shows up. Both seals and lions have a thick layer of fat or blubber just under the skin. Blubber reduces the amount of body heat lost to the surroundings. Blubber also contributes to the streamlined shape of these marine animals, which then helps them swim. So let's take a look-see here at the comparisons. Comparisons are some signal words for that are both, all, also, most, and to. So let's get ourselves a text box here. And we'll do red, that's fine. Put that right here. Okay, so comparisons. As I was reading this, one word that stuck out to me was most. Most is one of our compare signal words. What does it say? Most seals and sea lions are graceful in the water. That's a comparison. That's how they are similar. So we could say most seals, let's not use the word most, let's just put seals and sea lions can be graceful in the water. Not water, water. Okay, good. That is one of our comparisons. It says then, to move on land, seals have to wriggle on their bellies because they have short clawed slippers. Sea lions, on the other hand, so this is a difference. Let's go to that third paragraph. The word both comes in. And both, as we know, is another compare signal word. So let's put that in there as well. Seals and sea lions. As you know, I'm also always writing in complete sentences. Seals and sea lions both have a thick layer of blubber under their skin. And that is two comparisons right there. The words both and the words most definitely helped us find that. Now we go to contrasts. Okay? And for contrasts, let's do a text box again. We'll do the color blue this time. And let's make the font a little smaller because we want to get as much information as we can in here. Okay, that didn't quite work. Let's do that again. Come on. This thing doesn't ever want to work for me very well. Okay, so now we're looking for contrasts. The first one talks about how there are just 30 different kinds of species of sea lions and seals. Now, it said most seals and sea lions are graceful in the water, so we know that's a comparison, but they behave differently on land. So now the next sentence, because of the word but, shows a contrast. It says to move on land, seals have to wriggle on their bellies, and sea lions, on the other hand, can waddle quickly. So let's put that as one of our contrasts. Seals wriggle on their bellies while sea lions can waddle quickly. So that's one of our contrasts. Another contrast then is why does one have to wriggle on their bellies while the other one can waddle quickly? We could say that seals, the reason they have to wriggle on their bellies is that seals have short clawed flippers while sea lions have toe-shaped flippers. And so that covers our contrast there. Remember when I give contrast, I gave characteristics of both. I told the characteristics of the seals wriggling on their bellies, and then I gave characteristics of sea lions that can waddle quickly. So, in conclusion, comparing and contrasting, giving similarities and differences, and it's made easier when we know what those signal words are. Thanks for listening, fourth graders. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Bye.